This year is the theme of the trade fair is 50 years of Sabasaba. We too, as Tazara, we are celebrating 50 years of operation. You may recall that Tazara started in 1976, 14th of July, and this is July 1926, so we've got 50 years of operations. Our core responsibilities as Tazara is and has been the movement of traffic, the movement of passengers. The Tazara came about mainly because of the challenges that our neighbors, Zambia, faced. Zambia faced a challenge of not able to reach the port because the port was closed. It was closed due to some politics that were played at the time. At the time, Tanzania and Zambia were supporting the liberation of all of Southern Africa. And in this support, there was a conflict between them and the Southern African countries. And therefore, it was necessary for Zambia to find a way out for its copper, for its oils, for its inputs, and for its exports. To do this, the two presidents, President Nyerere and President Kaunda, approached Mao Zedong, the president of China, for them to build a new line. The new line was built after the West declined to build it. The West thought that this would be a white elephant. I must say that for the 50 years, Tazara has been operating. We have been operating. We are still operating. However, due to the time, the infrastructure has deteriorated a little bit. The rolling stock has reduced, and therefore there has been a need now to look at the next 50 years. What are we going to do in the next 50 years? The next 50 years cannot continue at the rate at which we are operating. We need to move as much traffic as possible away from the roads. The roads are congested, but Tazara currently is unable to move much of the traffic which is currently moving by the road. Therefore, we have entered into a PP, a private partnership with CCECC for them to rehabilitate the line and then to bring in new equipment and then to start operating. This concession is different from the other concessions in that the concessionaire is bringing in the funds to rehabilitate the line. The two governments don't have to put in any funds in the rehabilitation of the line, in the putting in of the equipment. All they will do is, first of all, after all they've done this, that's when they'll start operating. This gives us confidence that the concession is going to work. You may recall that the concessions that we had in Tanzania, in Zambia, failed, and the failure was due to the fact that the concessionaires who were there then had no funds. In this one, the funds are available. About 1.4 billion is going to be used to rehabilitate the line and bring in the new equipment. Also, we are confident because CCECC is the same organization that built the line 50 years ago. And then, in between, they've also built the lines in Ethiopia, greenfield lines in Ethiopia, greenfield line in Nigeria, which are operating successfully as we speak. We are confident that with their experience, even at Tazara, it will be successful.